So we're actually seeing government and business leaders come out and say that they are no longer satisfied with the status quo. And they're actually saying, I want a service, or I want my IT to look more like Amazon's IT. And they're actually fundamentally making a choice and going out and making a choice to say, do I want no IT in my environment, meaning I'm going to totally outsource this IT? Or do I want new IT, a new IT construct that they can change their entire environment to be more like an Amazon-like environment? And then they're fundamentally making a choice between a software-defined data center and a hardware-defined data center. Two very similar architectural choices, but different in nature in terms of concept of how they're executing. One is executed in software, one is purely a hardware-defined data center approach where you completely upgrade your existing infrastructure. The software-defined data center is actually where you're taking the intelligence that's in the hardware today and actually moving it into the software layer, where you can now programmatically manage all of your assets via software. Via previously, in the hardware-defined approach, or in the hardware layer, all of that intelligence was below the software layer in the hardware. And now, as you go to a software-defined data center approach, it can be completely platform independent. So you're independent from your storage, independent from your x86 server platform, as well as from your network. So a number of organizations are benefiting from network virtualization by following that software-defined data center approach, and they're actually virtualizing their network just like they virtualized their virtual machines before. And now they can virtualize a network very similar to they did with virtual machines, where they can delete, copy, restore a network in software, which is beyond a lot of people's imaginations on what they can actually do. So, and they're completely making themselves independent from their hardware infrastructure. So now they can provide commodity IT all the way across their IT and reduce the overall costs that they're spending on that infrastructure. It's really interesting. Normally security, especially in the virtualization world 7 years ago, was not a big supporter of initially doing virtualization. But what we're finding out is that with network virtualization, they're actually seeing real benefits from a security perspective, meaning they're getting more information, more context, they have access to more and more information that they never had previously, and now they're able to isolate an actual network. So security, when they see a problem or an incident happens or a cyber attack happens, they're actually able to move that network outside of the trouble zone, or say this is a troubled area, and move that via their software network.